I'm Casey with Inboard Insider, and today we're going to change the oil on our 2020 Malibu 23 LSV. It has the Malibu Boats M5 DI engine. However, this should also be applicable to the M6 engine as well as the supercharged Malibu engine. The first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and warm up your motor. So that way the oil can flow more freely and faster out of the engine. To start your engine, when it's not in the water, this is what you have. This is a raw water hookup. Now you can attach a standard garden hose to it and be able to turn the water on and then start your engine in a safe manner. Now you don't want to rev your engine when you're going through that process, but you definitely want to be able to make sure that you have enough water passing through the cooling system of your engine. So what we're first going to do is we're going to remove the cap. Then we're going to tighten in our garden hose and make sure that is nice and snug. There is a gasket inside this raw water hookup. There we go. So that's nice and tight. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn on the water. Now, if you look underneath the engine, this is your second option for being able to hook up water. If you don't have a raw water connection on the back of your transom, you do have the raw water pickup right here on the bottom of your hole. Now you can see water shooting out. That is completely normal. So if you don't have the transom water hookup there, what you can use instead is a different item. We're gonna go ahead and put that image on the screen, but you can use that instead. Either way, either option is gonna work fine. Now with the water running in the boat, we're gonna go ahead and turn the boat on. So we're gonna turn on our battery. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the command center and go ahead and start it up. What you'll notice now is that your raw water hookup on the bottom of the hole is no longer shooting water out. And instead, water is flowing through your engine right now, and it will instead come out through your rear exhaust serve pipe. And this is totally normal. Now with the motor idling, you will see your temperatures come up. So now we're at 125 degrees, 127. We're gonna go ahead and just let it warm up a little bit more, just so that way that oil gets nice and easy to extract. Now that the boat has reached over 150 degrees on the coolant temperature, we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. This should be hot enough for us. With the engine off yet fully warmed up, now it's time to get inside the boat and extract the oil.
It was 6 trillion degrees outside, so I decided to roll the boat into the warehouse.
All right, lift up on the lockers. We're going to remove our pizza tray.
I removed this cushion from the transom because it kept coming down and hitting me on the head. It's 5 screws and really easy to reinstall.
So peeking inside the engine bay, you will see that we have our M5 DI fully exposed. So in order to remove this cover, which you technically don't even really have to do for this, but we're going to anyway, all you have to do is remove this yellow dipstick, and then this will come out. So we're gonna do that next. Now on the rear starboard side of the engine, I took one of my storage bins out, and then you'll see that I also moved one of the engine dividers, the rear engine divider, and you'll see this right here. This is your oil drain line. So you can actually take this and then be able to route this through the transom of the boat if you want to drain your oil that way. Or what we're going to do today is use our oil extractor, because it's going to make life really easy getting the oil out of this engine. So this is my oil extractor that I use all the time. I've used this for a number of different boats. I bought this at West Marine years and years ago. So you have a number of different ways. You could literally just drain the oil through the transom plug. You can hook it up to your extractor. You can also hook this up all the way down into your oil fill line, or you can thread it on. So you have 4 different ways to drain the oil on your boat.
Make sure your boat's level as if it were sitting in the water. This will allow the largest amount of oil to get sucked out.
This is your oil filter right here, so we need to remove the cap off of this oil filter. You're just going to use an adjustable wrench, and that will expose your cartridge filter.
So here are your 2 filters. You have the used one, and then you have the new one. You can see they differ ever so slightly, but they are basically the exact same. And this is the filter that you're going to want to buy. Now keep in mind, Malibu did change their filters. From, I think it was either 2019 or 2020, they changed to a different filter design. So depending on what year your motor is, pay attention to that, because you're gonna wanna make sure that you get the right filter for this particular motor. So you can see these 2, they are one and the same.
Just like any filter like this, remove the old gasket and then reinstall the new one, and then add some oil to that ring. I then retightened the oil filter assembly by hand the best I could. I like Costco's Kirkland Signature because it's fully synthetic, it's Dexos 1 Gen 2 approved, and it's available in 5W30. If you have an M6 or LT4 engine, you need 0W40 full synthetic oil. I added 7.5 quarts and then checked to see where I was at with the dipstick. I then pulled the boat back out, ran it again to circulate the oil, and then rechecked the oil level after 5 minutes. We're now good for another 50 hours. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to this video. A lot of work goes into it, and hopefully we can make more videos to help you.